all of you mourners in your respective capacities. My name is Patrick Oboi Amuriat POA, the president of the FDC. I am here to mourn together with the family of Pap Ogwal, especially coming at a time when a very, very important person in the family has departed. The news of the death of Mama attacked Cecilia, Barbara, Ogwal struck me very hard. And it's taken a little bit of time for me to recover and to accept that this has actually happened to the family, to my party, to the nation of Uganda, and to the entire global community because of what that kind of person she was while she lived. In 1996, a threat came to my community. She was accompanied by the Lira boys. She literally took over control of Soroti. Ujuru was a young man then. I can see him sporting a gray beard. That came prematurely. I fell in love with her. And I say to my heart, this is the person I want to be with politically. I had already begun some false starts earlier on in my political journey, but her very presence stimulated my desire to be part of the political leadership of this country. She inspired me like she did inspire many upcoming politicians in this country. She brought to my community important personalities. Of course, the name of Dr. Paul Milton Obote resonated with the people of Teso. It did. And even if he's so many years dead, people still have fond memories of the founding father of this nation. I hear some people saying they are the father of the nation. No. There's just that one person who still remains the father of this nation. Later in my political journey, I joined the 7th Parliament. I know there were young people. Betty Amongi was a little girl at the time, swimming with us in the pool. You remember that very well. The Honorable Cooper arrived at the same time as Nandala Mafabi. And were generally known as the opposition because there was no multi-party political dispensation at the time. In paying tribute to Atat, I would like to say she was a champion of multi-party democracy. That when political cowards in this country did not want the restoration of political parties, she was at the forefront of this fight. And trust the current system, they will torture you. She faced the brunt of the cruel leadership of this country. The family and others who know the political history of this country do know that wherever she went, especially this incident in Fort Portal, in Kabarole, where she was tortured, I'm sure she's going to go to her grave with the scars that show her commitment to the restoration of multi-party democracy in our country. I want to thank Atat for not giving up. Otherwise, today we would be conscripted in this so-called movement thing that some people want us to go back to. I hope we don't go back there. While in Parliament, as young people, we experience mentorship from Atat. And you know, most of the politicians today, successful ones, went through her hands. Atat was a strict person, and she never minced her words. Black would be black to her. White would be white to her. She was a truthful person. And that is what she preached. Uganda had one of her best legislators in Atat. With her pitch and clear voice, well-researched information. Today I see members of parliament standing up to speak nothing. If you have nothing to say, why do you? I don't mean you seated here. You must have been good students of Atat. She read before coming to speak. And that is what she taught us. My son, my daughter, before you go, stand on the floor of parliament. Remember, we are few. You have to have your facts. And her caliber, Paul, please be patient with me. I'm speaking about my mother. I know maybe, you know, in the programs to come we may not be involved. Her caliber was that of the late Okulepa, the late Abriaori, Ben Wacha, those three stars coming from Lamu, together with Cecilia Ogwal, and the man coming from the east, Abriaori. And I want to appreciate Abriaori. His family has just moved out, gave us the energy to preach respect for human rights and equality in this country. Atat was a princess of peace. She was. When we got impatient with the UPC, I come from a UPC family, and we wanted to raid Uganda House. Yes. I want to warn the UPC who are here, Margaret, that we were about to attack Uganda House. I was with Okupa, with Ekanya, with Nanda Mafabi, Betty Amongi was with us. I was secretary of the UPC caucus, parliamentary caucus. She and Ben Watcher and Okulo Park prevailed over us and said, young men, cool down. Make peace within yourselves. Do not raid Uganda House. There is a better way to do this. I know from that point, UPC lost quality leaders, most of whom actually went to the FDC and formed a bedrock of that party. Atat has died FDC. And we can dare say here at her funeral, one Uganda,
one people,
one people,
one Uganda.
Because she preached unity. It was her desire that the people of Uganda would come together, irrespective of where you came from. You were either her daughter or her son. Atat fought so much for the unity of the FDC. And I want to reiterate what the Honorable Ekanya said here. For the unity of the FDC, I beg your pardon. The FDC is one. We don't have factions. And that leader of the FDC stands here tonight to apologize his mother. Because of her concern for the unity of the FDC, I came to this home on Sunday the 4th of July last year. I had a special seat reserved for me, and Atat, the housewoman, prepared porridge for me. She set the table with fruits, gave me all types of food to eat. I came to seek refuge here because of the troubles we had in the party at the time. She counseled me, she advised me on what to do, and no wonder we can now say as FDC, the storm is over. And we can only thank Atat for what she did to keep us together. Even in her deathbed, she remembered to say something to us. And this is what I am going to say to my colleagues. In communicating to the Honorable Moses Okot Jr., when he asked how she is, she's asked him, how are you, my son? And I hope he speaks about it in Parliament on Monday. And he went on to say, continue to fight for the unity of our party. It's in writing. She also said, tell the party president to ignore critics of the party. Ignore critics of the party, my friends. We are not going to keep listening to all sorts of noises around us. We have to march on. We have a duty to perform to liberate this country as Atat wished. Finally, to our friends in government, Atat fought for the respect for human rights. When I was running to become president of this country, on the first day, even before nomination, the NRM police stole my shoes. And to this day, they have never returned these shoes. Mr. Minister, I will still want my shoes in the original form. I called her Tat at that time of difficulty, and I said to her, Mom, what do we do under these circumstances? And she said, my son, you know that I have commanded you that whatever you start, you should do it to the very end. Walk without your shoes throughout the country. And I did that. Museveni's police thought they could take my shoes and stop me from moving around the country. I walked 65 days without shoes around the country in protest, courtesy of her advice. We would like government to do two important things to the FDC. One, and we've been in discussion with the family, to grant that Atat be taken to National Kumbi, even if it is for 1 hour. So that the riffraffs, the downtrodden of this society, people who do not put on business suits, may speak about their mother. We also would like to request you, Chief Whip, Government Whip, to allow a casket of Atat, to whatever extent, to be draped in the FDC colors. Because that is
One Uganda,
One people.
one people.
One Uganda.
Dear friends, thank you for standing with the family, and thank you for tolerating this long speech of mine. May the good Lord give solace to the family of Mzee Lamek Ogwal. Go well, Mama. We will never let you down. Thank you, and God bless you.